Hello guys, Dan Hook here and welcome to part 9 on the How to Write a Novel series, and today I'm going to be focusing on the distribution channels that you can choose when self-publishing your book. So the main three that I know of is Amazon/KDP, which offers physical and digital, Ingram Spark, which offers physical and digital, and Drafts Digital, which at the time that I used the service, they only offer digital, but correct me if I'm wrong, I think I've heard that they might be looking to do physical copies. So the first is Amazon/KDP, which is Kindle Direct Publishing for their digital platform. And the company by far offer the best royalties of up to 70% for your book. They've also started offering expanded distribution for specific regions around the world. I'm not too sure exactly, but it basically means if your physical book is for sale on Amazon, they will look to get it into other stores. You can also offer your book on Kindle Unlimited as well, though usually with this sort of deal there's some fine print to say that you can't upload it anywhere else. And probably one of the key factors when I think about it is you can upload your book for free with Amazon. They don't charge to list it like Ingram Spark, which I'll get onto soon, and they do also offer you a free barcode for your book. Now, it might sound good, but the barcode is actually owned still by Amazon. It's your book, but the barcode that it's related to is owned by them, which can prove to be a bit of a problem if you, say, want to take it down from Amazon and want to upload it to Ingram Spark. If that were to occur, things would just get a little bit complicated, so to save the headache further down the road, I recommend buying your own barcodes. In the UK, it's Nielsen, where you buy them from. I'll put a link in the description below, and in the US, I'll find the relevant link as well. And yes, you do need separate barcodes for each edition of your book. So if you've got a digital edition and a physical edition, you'll need two separate barcodes instead of one. Another key thing to know is Amazon allows you to set up pre-orders for digital copies, but not for physical copies of your book. However, they do let you order physical proof copies of up to 5 at a time, which is something that Ingram Spark doesn't actually offer. So Ingram Spark is another distribution place that you can choose from to get your books printed and shipped out worldwide. So with Ingram Spark, they do have an initial upfront cost of about £35 when uploading your book, which isn't perfect. They also don't offer physical proof copies, which means I had to pay to upload my book, and then when I wanted an actual physical copy instead of looking at a digital proof, I had to buy one, which, I mean, you have to pay for one on Amazon anyway. But the difference there was I had said, okay, this is the book ready to rock and roll. I paid £35 or whatever it was for it. They sent me it and the cover wasn't quite right. So this is the first copy of the book that I got, and I didn't like the fact that the cover was quite dark, which if you can compare it against the new one, you can see that there's quite a stark difference. However, it also meant that I had to pay another £35 just to get that changed, when with Amazon, you can order a proof copy of the book, and I haven't said yes to this. I've made it a little bit brighter, and I haven't had to pay a single dime apart from like literally the physical copy of the book. Now, in terms of print quality, I mean, these two books are, you know, pretty much identical. Obviously, you've got the not for resale strip on the Amazon one because it's a proof. I found that I prefer the texture and quality of Ingram Spark because it just feels, the cover just feels really nice. I don't know what it is about the cover. It just feels good to hold. Also, I like the fact that the pages with the Ingram Spark one are a little more, what's the word, like bookish? The Ingram one is slightly browner or grayer, and the Amazon one is white pages, even though I believe, I'm 99% sure, this is the brown paper. But besides that, there really isn't much in it. Ingram Spark do offer a lot more choice when it comes to paperback and hardbacks when compared to Amazon. And they also offer the pre-order period for the physical book, which for me in my marketing, I was desperate to have that pre-order period. So Ingram Spark was essentially the only choice that I could have. Now, one of the key differences, even though Amazon now are starting to offer expanded distribution, is that Ingram Spark gets your book into smaller stores. That being said, 99% of my copies that have sold have been through Amazon, which then runs via Ingram Spark. So Amazon buy the books through Ingram Spark. I get the cut when they buy them from Ingram Spark, and then they sell the books onwards. So whether you upload via Amazon or Ingram Spark, your book is going to end up on Amazon anyway. The only downside is that if you upload with Ingram Spark, you're not in control of your book on Amazon. So the downside is you're not in control of the price that your book sells for on Amazon. You make your money when Ingram Spark sells it to Amazon. You get your cut then and there. What goes on Amazon is up to Amazon. If it's on sale, that's up to them. If they want to change the pricing, that's up to them. So I was saying, hey everybody, you know, my book's on sale, go and buy it, to then only find that Amazon's just randomly changed the price. I'm going to look like a bit of a tool, and it's just been one of those points that's just annoyed me to the point where, yeah, look, I mean, I've ordered my Amazon proof. I got this a few days ago. I'm annoyed that I can't be in control of that page. It's annoying. So now I'm looking at uploading my book onto Amazon as well as Ingram Spark, and then maybe contacting Ingram Spark to say, can you not sell to Amazon, please? I'm just going to do the physical copies myself on Amazon, because it's the whole thing is just feels convoluted. And I guess one of the main points would be on my release day of Displaced, when most of my orders were bought through Amazon anyway. There was just delays with my book. Amazon just did not ship it out on time, and you just know. Well, I just feel like if I uploaded it directly to Amazon, I guess. So this is obviously a point, like you can't do the pre-order period, but I feel like on release day, when people bought the book on release day on Amazon, their books would be shipped out immediately. Where with mine, there was a pre-order period, people ordered, and when it came to the day, I presumed Amazon would have been fully aware and fully shipped the books out in advance, or at least on the day, so people could get their book within 24 hours of the release. Sadly, that didn't happen. It was a whole palaver. It just stuck with me, and now I'm thinking I should have just gone with Amazon from the get-go. But yes, I digress. It's a funny one. Now, another nail in the coffin is obviously because Ingram Spark sells it on to Amazon. Ingram Spark also take a cut, which means at the end of the day, I get less money for essentially selling through Amazon, but just through this roundabout way. And before I sort of just round off my thoughts, you've got Drafted Digital, which I believe just do the digital copies of your book to places like Nook and other platforms that aren't Kindle. But again, I mean, it's nice for me to be able to offer it, but I think I only sold like a handful on that platform. So the bulk of the sales were Kindle and mainly the physical copy of the book. Now I've been over it and slightly ranted and rambled about my experience. What would I do going forwards? See, now that's a tricky one, because I like the pre-order period and only Ingram Spark offers it for the physical copy. And this in turn helps with the Amazon charts on the day of release. And Ingram Spark also does allow you to buy in bulk before your book is released. So another thing that you could do is, if you had a pre-order period and you wanted to make sure they go out in time, it would be a lot more work for myself if I was to do this. But personally take the pre-orders direct from your own website, package them up yourself, send them off yourself, and that way you could guarantee that they go out on the day, on time, and everyone gets it. Or I mean, even send it out earlier to absolutely nip it in the bud, and that when the release day comes, everyone's got a copy of it sitting at their house. That is a lot more work, but it also would take out my reliance on Ingram and Amazon not having issues again in the future. I mean, maybe I shouldn't let this single experience rule out just trying it again. But it's also on the point of maybe I should just go straight for Amazon, flog off the pre-order period, and maybe just make my marketing for just the days coming to pick it up, and just ramp it all up, aim for that day, and miss out the period overall. So overall, Amazon/KDP, they pay better royalties and are now trying to offer expanded distribution in certain areas. Does offer a pre-order period for the digital copy on Kindle, but not for the physical copy. And it's also free to upload your books, and you can get physical proofs of it as well. Ingram Spark, however, you have to pay to upload your physical copy. Ingram Spark, you have to pay to list your book. They don't offer physical proofs, only digital. It does offer expanded distribution, so you can get into small stores, which is something that Amazon doesn't really offer. I know they're starting to, but again, I'm not really clear on the types of shops they're aiming for with that. You can do a pre-order period for your physical book. You do 100% need your own barcodes. Uploading to Amazon also gives you full control of the Amazon page and the price it sells for. But Ingram does offer a more variety of physical prints and hardback choices, which, I mean, when I'm listing it out, it sounds like Amazon definitely seems to be the way to go. But for me, Ingram Spark does offer slightly better physical copies. I mean, it's really nothing. It's just personal preference. and obviously the pre-order period, which at the moment I feel like is just too important to give up. But I mean, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing down the line. It's going to be a bit of a conundrum, but I'll get to it when I get to it, I guess. Still got to finish writing book 2. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.